Whoa, look at that. Stifler, ask everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10.
Stifler.
Here, we're going to go around the table on that, starting with you. Go ahead.
Whose looks are we rating?
Your own looks.
Oh, my looks?
Yeah.
Out of 10.
Yeah, your own looks.
I'll give myself a 10.
In the fat girl community, I would give myself a 10 out of 10. In society, I'd give myself a 7.5 out of 10 to be realistic.
I'd give myself a 10 as well.
Yeah, I would give myself a 10. I think everyone should give themselves a 10.
Oh, I mean, I feel like my confidence is like a 10, but societal standards maybe like a 7 or 8.
I would say 8 too.
I'm a 20.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
You are.
Since we're all going to lie, I'll just be a 20.
I will answer honestly and say I used to be a 6, but honestly, I'm a 5 right now because I've said this. I've gained some weight recently. I've got a little bit of a dad bod going on. I need to lose some weight,
But
guys.
that's in
Dad bods
trend.
are hot. They're in.
In my personal worldview, I think being shredded with a 6-pack would be way better. So I'm a 5 because my face has gotten a little chubbier, chubbier in the belly. I am a 5. I'm working on it though. I'm going to lose some weight and I will get back to my previous, maybe even I could go beyond a 6. I could get to a 7, 6.9 maybe, who knows. If I get a 6-pack, I think I would be a solid 7 with a 6 if I got a 6-pack and like a little more muscular definition.
I mean, I think you're being a little mean to yourself, but
No, I'm being
I think some of you are being a little nice to yourself.
What do you really rate yourself though? Like not.
I'm not anything special. Maybe a 6. Maybe a 6. Maybe 20
I think
years
you guys
ago.
have lack of confidence.
No, it's not a lack of
it's not
confidence.
lack of
It's
And
just
confidence could make the rating
it's
go
just
up.
realism.
Exactly.
It's just being realistic.
The confident thing is to acknowledge, yeah, I'm a 6, and I'm okay with that. I'm a 5
Is
right
it?
now, though. I'm a 5. I'm a 5 right now, huh?
I don't know.
You're-
If someone came up to me, a guy or a girl, and was like, "I'm just so ugly. I don't think I'm that
That's not
attractive."
what-
I'd be
Well,
like,
that's delusional,
Yeah, that's
not
a
confidence.
that's a difference. So
It's just being
if
delusional.
you're just asking a person to assess themselves honestly.
Yeah, but like someone could like look at you and be like, "That's a 10."
Yeah, you don't think that's very
So you
subjective?
think- hang on,
Somebody
so wait a
calls
second,
yours
wait a
a
second.
10?
Beauty, there's objectivity.
let me just ask you about this criticism here. Like
Ooh,
honestly, I,
I
gotta
feel like I
this
know where this
criticism.
one's going.
If the other girls who are there are assessing themselves at a 10 societally, how in the world could you possibly be assessing yourself at a 7?
I said 7.5.
Yeah, how?
I mean, other than being fat, like
You mean the big thing? Like the literal elephant in the room, right? As it
I
were.
mean, but like I date like people. I mean,
She's pulled some hot.
I'm dating
But I
celebrities,
mean, that's what's
billionaires,
but
millionaires.
I'm
like
not even
the-
trying to be
I-
mean here.
Billionaires.
Like all the memes aside. So we're memeing a bit. on each
Literally.
other. But what I'm saying is this: is like
And a lot of guys don't want to admit that they like fat girls because of guys like you, where you would turn around and look at your friend and be like, "Oh, I can't believe you like that whale," and then he feels really unconfident
No,
and then
they
goes to
don't.
my
Come
page
on.
on
Wait,
OnlyFans
wait.
and spends $800 to collect my content. So, you know, it's a lot of like, maybe if you made your men counterparts
Yo,
more
the only-
friendly, you would realize what a broad taste of women
Look,
men actually
look,
have.
most of the dudes who are running around with fat chicks are ugly dudes. Most of them. Not some of them, most of
Wait,
them.
okay.
That is actually.
Let's not linger on the whole,
I
the
don't
fat
know.
thing for too long.
I can't.
Let's-
That's not my
let's not linger.
experience. As also
Hot
someone
girls date
who's
fat
currently
boys.
in, I've been in Vogue. You can go see my face in Nordstrom's, Ulta Beauty, Morphe
Yeah, but
brushes.
that's because of
I
culture.
am like a.
That's a political push to politicize a message nobody wants. Like men.
But how?
Wait, is being fat as a porn category also political, or men only jacking off to overweight girls because it's woke?
There are men.
Right.
who
Oh,
men
so-
have
Men
so-
really don't like
Yeah.
So
this
in
women.
that category, where does it fall overarchingly in the porn categories? Like 1 through 20, let's say. where would it be? Would it be underneath
BBW
all of the
ranks
hot
high.
chicks? Right? Where would it be?
BBW
Is it more
BBW
popular than the hot
ranks
chicks or
high,
less
It-
popular than the hot
and
chicks?
there
Still
is
popular
hot
regardless.
Right,
fat
but what
chicks.
is more
if it was
popular
actually
than that
so
is the hot
repulsive,
women.
but if it was, you're treating it like it's repulsive and people are running the other way. But if
Well,
they're
there's people
searching
who have a
fat
fetish.
girl, not
There's-
some people,
But it's not a fetish.
Some people,
A lot.
yeah.
It's popular.
But just
I
because
like
you like
bigger
a fat girl
guys.
doesn't mean you have
No,
a
what
fetish.
I'm saying is
most
that-
of my exes had never dated a fat girl before me.
If you're cutting up pornography in this way and you're saying all the people who are watching pornography, there's this subset which like to watch fat girl pornography, that doesn't mean anything.
But
It
also
does,
stuff
because-
That just means that you have a bunch
It
of
does. It's
lurking.
because of
regionally.
people like you saying like, oh, it's only ugly guys who are running around fat chicks. But I think porn is a catalog of everyone's guilty pleasures and their actual desires when they're not socially inhibited and
It
they're
could
alone.
just be a
So
kink.
if that's a popular,
Could just be some kind
is
of
a
weird
kink not
kink.
related to attraction?
Not always.
They're
Or
attract-
maybe people don't go for the things they have a kink in.
It's not
I don't
that
know.
hard to believe that some people are attracted to other
I'm
body
not
sizes.
saying that
It's
there's
not,
not
just a
some
kink.
who aren't. I'm just saying that normally what I see in society is when you have an ugly person or with an ugly person, when you have a beautiful person or with a beautiful person.
But
I
you're just-
usually don't see it the
but
opposite
you're saying
way.
automatically
And usually,
anyone
I'm
who
gonna
is
tell you-
fat
let me
now
finish.
is ugly.
I'm almost done. I'm saying that most of the time I see really fat women, they're with really fat dudes. It's most of the time.
Wait, I have a question for you related to that.
See,
Wait,
most
wait,
guys
wait,
that
wait,
hit
wait.
on me are gym bros that are fit as fuck. That's like number one. The fittest, like, you should see the amount of, like, what are they called? Like, the pumper people, the bodybuilders that are in my
Penis pump-
DMs.
penis pumpers.
Insane.
What?
Maybe things
No.
are hard out
Penis
there. I don't-
pumpers
Maybe they're hard
are
out
in your
No,
DMs.
They love the
Something's
difference.
hard.
They love it. Or
Yeah.
it's skinny, white video gamers because they love, they're tall,
They like the
long
contrast.
dick.
Y'all
with a
don't
big
believe
fat
your own
pussy.
brothers.
Like,
What the fuck? Wait, hold up.
Like
Question.
literally,
Wait,
the,
do you-
my
wait, wait,
top
wait.
men that always hit on me are always not only are they thin, but they are fucking shredded. I've been dating NFL players, rappers. Fucking, they're. I'm not gonna name drop some of the celebrities, but their boyfriends are in my DMs. Like,
I think it's
she's
interesting.
seen it. Like, it's literally, you'd be surprised, and it all comes down to a lot of men like you who talk like this,
stigma.
and then they just go along with, oh yeah, fat chicks are ugly, man. But then, like I said, they run back over to me, spend all their money, want to see everything. It's something that they've loved forever, but they don't feel confident enough because their friends aren't supportive of
Wait,
their
I got
taste,
a question.
even
for
if
you.
it's different.
Wait.
So it's men.
You can say it's
you
not
think
my
it's
taste, but
men
you
like-
have
Wait,
have already equaled
think-
all fat women to being
You
ugly.
think the problem is that men like me are creating a social stigma against
Yes.
other men having
That
Yes.
hooking
that
up
was
with
the
fat
beginning
chicks?
of that
Literally.
conversation.
Really?
What do you think? Why do you think gay guys have
You don't
beards?
think that it's because they're fat chicks and they're not just not attracted to them?
No, you're unattracted to them, and you're making your friends feel shame and guilt for
Yeah.
what they're
Don't make
attracted
them feel
to.
shame and guilt.
Yes,
That's
you do.
just
When you
not
talk like
attractive.
that, do you think when you talk like that that's positive reinforcement?
I'm not gonna. I don't need to positively reinforce the
so
thing. They
you are
all
tearing
know.
down your friends. It's something that everyone knows because
How do you know
have
all
no
of my
fucking
friends?
confidence,
How do you know
Andrew.
all of my friends aren't the same way. Where they're like all.
How would you know
fat chicks
if
are
you're
gross.
constantly being an asshole and have never
Yeah.
provided the safe place for them to open up and be like, maybe I like black chicks, maybe I like fat girls, like.
And if you
just because you don't like black girls, are all black
You
girls
think
ugly
that-
now?
Wait, you think that men who rib each other incessantly, talk smack to each other incessantly, don't know? Like they don't let you know the types of different weird shit that they're into? They do it all the
Yes,
time.
you don't think there's
And we
closeted
give them
gay
shit
guys who
for
don't
it.
tell their
why-
straight friends?
Listen,
They're down low.
No,
No,
seriously.
DL married
Listen,
and
to
DL.
to make this ridiculous statement that the reason that societally men just don't go, the good quality, very handsome men don't go for the big fat chicks is because guys like you create stigma. That's nuts.
What about 17th
not nuts
century
at
when
all.
extra weight was considered to be attractive and I would be considered ugly because I'm
Not
skinny?
that kind of
also-
extra weight.
I wanna add.
You,
though,
have you seen the statue?
Yes.
Yeah,
This
They
is
did- no,
You'd be
it wasn't-
surprised.
This is-
in some
that's
cultures, that's
ridiculous.
still
So-
it's not
yeah.
ridiculous.
There's a
It is
culture-
ridiculous.
Would
We're
I-
talking about fertility statues.
Okay, let's put it this way. Say I was an ugly fat girl, which I'm not, and I'm confident in that. Would they still put me in Nordstrom's? Because
Yes.
that's my face.
It's a political
That's my
agenda.
face. You can't see
It's
my fucking
political.
body. I'm fucking gorgeous.
It's political.
I'm gorgeous.
They're trying to push a political message.
Push a political message of what? You can't see my
That-
body. I have literally been handpicked by my fucking waist up and told I'm one of the most beautiful models in the world. I get flown from New York to LA to Canada to everywhere in fucking between. And you think it's because I'm ugly?
No, I think it's
They
because there's
put-
a political tool. You're a political
It
tool.
doesn't matter, but like, okay, so out of all the fat people, like, you don't think there's one pretty one? You don't like they're not putting ugly fat people up on there.
Yes, they-
One sec.
It is literally delusional to pretend that fat girls are conventionally
I didn't say they were
attractive.
conventionally
Notice
attractive.
that the fat ad campaigns are being replaced with athletic, attractive models.
Wait.
Please
One thing. Wait.
get help.
Athletic wear in the plus size community is the number one
The
thing
views
on the rise.
expressed on the Whatever podcast do not necessarily reflect the views of the Whatever podcast or the host. Oh, thank you, Monis Chakama. Thank you. Or the rates herself as a 10. Date celebs. Do these celebs love you? Interesting. You need backup. Blank means nothing. Chads running through you means nothing. F is how many Chads marry you? Andrew W. Okay.
What?
Y'all are aggressive and mad.
Yeah, guys, keep it
Hold on,
polite,
wait, I
please.
don't
Guys,
get this.
keep it
Y'all are
polite, please. Okay, keep it polite.
Why do-
Keep it polite. You know, for
Backup
me. Do it
dick?
for me.
Who said anything
Modest
about backup
Chakama,
dick?
Bina. Backup dick.
Oh, is that what that says? I thought
Backup dick. That's what that said, right? I to be honest, I didn't understand what that said.